Hello friends. In today's video, we are going to learn about if clauses. The zero conditional, also known as type 0. We use the zero conditional to talk about facts, scientific truths, rules, and things that are always true, situations where one action always leads to another. Zero conditional sentences show a fixed result. The outcome always happens when the condition is true. There's no uncertainty or future prediction here, it's simply how things always work. This is how we form the zero conditional if plus present simple, present simple. We use this structure when both parts of the sentence are in the present simple tense. The if clause shows the condition, the cause. The main clause shows the result, the effect. The result always happens when the condition is true. Example, if you heat ice, it melts. If clause, condition if you heat ice, present simple. Main clause, result it melts, present simple. For examples, if it rains, the ground gets wet. This means that every time it rains, the ground always becomes wet. It's a fact of nature, not something that changes. Second one, if you heat water, it boils. This means that heating water always causes it to boil when it reaches a certain temperature. It's a scientific truth. Type 1 conditional, first conditional. The first conditional is used to talk about real and possible situations in the future. It shows that if a condition is met, a particular result will probably happen. There is some uncertainty because it refers to future possibilities, but the result is realistic. This is how we form the first conditional. If plus present simple, will plus base verb. The if clause shows the condition, what might happen. The main clause shows the result, what will happen if the condition is true. Example 1. If it rains tomorrow, we will stay at home. If clause, condition if it rains tomorrow present simple. Main clause, result we will stay at home will plus base verb. This means that if it rains tomorrow, staying at home is a real possibility. The result depends on the condition. Example 2. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. This means that studying hard in the future will probably lead to passing the exam. The outcome depends on the condition. Type 2 conditional, second conditional. The second conditional is used to talk about unreal, imaginary, or unlikely situations in the present or future. It describes something that is not true now or is improbable. This is how we form the type 2 conditional. White right pointing backhand index if plus past simple, would plus base verb. We use this structure to talk about unreal, imaginary, or unlikely situations in the present or future. The if clause shows the unreal condition. The main clause shows the imagined result. Even though we use the past simple tense, we are not talking about the past, it just shows that the situation is not real. Example 1. If I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. If clause, condition if I won the lottery past simple, imaginary. Main clause, result I would buy a big house would plus base verb. White heavy checkmark. This means that winning the lottery is unlikely right now, but if it happened, buying a big house would be the result. Example 2. If she had more free time, she would travel the world. If clause, condition if she had more free time past simple, imaginary situation. Main clause, result she would travel the world would plus base verb. White heavy checkmark explanation. This means she does not have much free time now, but she is imagining what she would do if she had it. It's an unreal or imaginary situation, not true at the moment. Type 3 conditional, third conditional. The third conditional is used to talk about past situations that did not happen and their imaginary results. It is often used to express regret or missed opportunities. Third conditional explanation. This is how we form the third conditional. White right pointing backhand index if plus past perfect would have plus past participle. We use this structure to talk about unreal or imaginary situations in the past, things that didn't really happen. The if clause shows the past condition, something that didn't happen. The main clause shows the imagined past result, what would have happened. We use it to express regret, blame, or imagination about the past. Example 1. If I had studied harder, I would have passed the exam. If clause, condition if I had studied harder past perfect, did not happen. Main clause, result I would have passed the exam would have plus past participle. White heavy checkmark, this means I didn't study hard, so I didn't pass. The sentence imagines a different past result. Example 2. If they had left earlier, they would have caught the train. If clause, condition if they had left earlier past perfect, did not happen. Main clause, result they would have caught the train would have plus past participle. This means they did not leave early, so they missed the train. The sentence imagines a different result in the past, what could have happened if the situation had been different. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep learning with ProWrite.